we are back.
For more blobby shenanigans.
More dust bunnies.
More dust boonies.
These are dusties, and they're bunnies, and I hope I don't run out of staminers while I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going here. I want to try to go to the right. Yeah!
Nice.
Oh, we already got this one.
We already have this one. So
that's probably... I blew out a candle. What's hurting my lungs? Is it getting you too?
Nah.
I just got
allergies got me hard today this morning, though.
I just got baby lungs.
Well, you're also right next to it, too.
I guess we just got that one earlier. I'm trying to find another one so I have an idea of... Oop! 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 That I should have grabbed. Oop! Should have looked at where I was going. Oop! 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 Oop!
And my mother...
No, I meant to go left!
When I saw her, she's like, hey, allergy season starts soon. You might want to start taking, medicine. I was like, nah, I'm fine. It doesn't usually happen to me till, like, end of March, beginning of April, not realizing, oh, it's already the end of March. It's that time of year that allergies start kicking my ass.
You sure it wasn't placebo effect where she mentioned it and then you were like, oh, no, my body's now going to be a baby?
Because I didn't remember that until I started sneezing like crazy, like, oh, shit.
I already got that one, so I have no idea where we are.
Me either.
Because we had 2 in a row. Is it?
He might be there.
Does that mean we missed one?
Maybe. The main thing with that was important is we got the crystal heart.
Yeah, that's true. Theo!
Hey, baby.
Take me with you! Take me with you!
No, this is only room for one pompadour.
Only one pompadour.
Man, it's a maze up here. All right, fine. Don't
There's so many strawberries.
Madeline started losing her mind.
Theo, you are not helping, man.
Nope, not at all.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you kind of fucked that one up.
Yeah, I thought there was another green one down at the bottom.
The problem is you got so used to using 2 jumps now.
Yep.
You don't have it anymore.
Wee, wee. Wee. Wee, wee. Oh, no. Come on, come back.
You can fall on it.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't see like what was left still, and I was like, wait, if I fuck it up now, it's gonna be bad. I also wanted to check for like
a bowl cut.
It's just bangs, man.
No, I know it's just bangs.
Just bangs.
Kind of looks like a little Rock Lee bowl cut.
Ooh, Rock Lee from
Naruto.
Oh, this is like their first super challenging one.
Has like 20 things like you said it wrong. Like I don't care. Yeah. I've been reading it since I was a freshman in high school. I don't care.
You didn't say it correctly according to our terms of Naruto fandom.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure we're gonna get. Oops. I'm sure I'm gonna get that a lot.
Wakabate Kishivato. Like that's the guy that writes it, right? It's the guy that creates it. Not. I can't. M. Kishimoto, whatever. How you pronounce his first name?
Oh, see,
Masashi?
Do like the acronym or whatever for it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Masashi Kishimoto.
Brave fencer, even. How do we get this one?
So I was listening to a sports thing earlier.
I heard you guys fucking screaming in there. You fucking sportsters.
Unfortunately, my stupid computer, sometimes I'll turn it on and Google Chrome immediately pops back up and I don't even realize
No, I mean today. I meant yesterday when you came home and the computer was just like 2 dudes arguing about sports and they were like, oh yeah, well he never did this and they didn't like him in this area and blah blah blah.
That's basically
like,
what a lot of sports shows like delve down into. And half the time it's just I need white noise in order to kind of get stuff done.
Yeah.
And if it's just sometimes if it's music, I don't always get motivated or I get too into the music and then I don't get work done. So I find sports shows to just completely do it for me.
I feel you.
Because I don't give a shit about football. But listening to football somehow gets me to want to work because I want to actually watch something I want to listen to.
Can I jump here? Thank you. Thank you. Strawberry. What the fuck, mate?
This is the one that we had a lot of
Strawberry.
Nice.
So I guess any of the wiggly paths don't count as strawberry save points.
Nah.
Oh yeah, and we passed by these 2 also.
Yeah, we skipped them because we were trying to just...
These are the only 2 left in here, I think.
Yeah, sports people like to argue with each other. That's kind of like the whole crux of sports.
Wasn't it oops.
It's all sports really are. They're just people arguing about people that do something that's doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like they threw a ball into the thing. It's like, yeah, that's sports, and people argue about it for a living.
Well, I mean,
And it's interesting to listen to, but I mean, you can do that with anything. You can do that with. Ouch.
yeah. I mean, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We are no different.
No, completely.
How the hell? You gotta really time that fucking right.
But yeah, the only sports ball I care about is usually basketball. But it is nice to know a little bit about football.
It sounded like it was about basketball.
Might have been about basketball.
It was like yesterday or whatever.
Basketball, I like listening to it because I don't have time to watch all the games, so getting little highlights of what's going on in the NBA is interesting. Because playoffs are the only thing that's actually interesting in the NBA. Regular season's pretty boring. Like, oh, there's 80 games. Yeah, but the only ones that really end up mattering are the ones near the very end, and they only matter if your team's barely making the playoffs. And at that point, you're going, well, if our team's barely making the playoffs, they're not going to win it all.
Come on, Chris.
Therefore, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, you can still enjoy rooting for your team, right?
You can enjoy rooting for your team. But I mean, I don't really have a team. I just like the NBA, so I kind of just like to see what's going on. There's just certain players I like.
I just think you like big dudes who handle balls, yelling at each other and being like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate representation of any sport?
Yes, exactly. I mean,
sure it was.
Basketball's it's always felt a little bit less,
sporty?
I don't want to say sporty because there's definitely that competitiveness and that bro kind of nature.
Did you just, brother?
Yeah, brother.
Oh, yes!
But it has always felt less than football, which is very, very like, you don't like the way my shoes look? Fuck you. I'm gonna attack you to the ground.
That's the whole contact sport type deal, right?
Yeah, it's very aggressive.
I mean, basketball can be aggressive too.
No, basketball can. And they're very highly competitive, and there are some players that are like that, but there's a lot of players that are like Steph Curry. They just like to have a good time. They just like playing basketball, and it's a fun sport. And yeah, they're competitive, but they don't come off as the jocks in high school. Like, I never had problems with the basketball players being like standoffish. You always had that with the football players. There's a couple of football players who thought they were tough shit.
I mean, it's a contact sport, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna occur. You're gonna get those dickheads who are gonna be like way too into it.
I used to like football. I was a fan of Steve Young and the 49ers back in the day. And I remember
where we got this before.
We have. That's why it's not the right color. So you have that one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's blue.
Oh. Okay.
I like the strawberries, so we already have that.
Wee.
I remember being in 7th grade in math class, and my Steve Young jersey was very tattered and old, and it had gone through the wash, and it hadn't been taken more care of.
A true sports fan jersey.
And I liked it. And one of the jocks made fun of me for it. I never really forgot that. And then from then on, all I ever had was just...
You not letting something go?
Yeah, no.
No, come on,
never.
man.
But I just remember I didn't really like that guy either, and he was on the football team, and he was always kind of a jerk to me, and I was like, you know what, maybe football's not my bag, because everyone I've met so far that's really into football, other than my grandpa, who's a big 49ers fan.
Old Sam Pappy?
Old Sam Pappy.
Yeah.
Have all kind of been just super rude, and occasionally you'll find football players that aren't that way, and they are nice to talk to, and they are competitive, but they're not aggressive. But it's always felt like a 2-to-10 ratio.
I think people just get hyped up for stuff.
Yeah.
God damn me.
But it was really weird. It's like, he was a 49ers fan. You start trashing me about me. She's like, oh, you look like shit. Why would you own this? And he's like, hey, man.
I'm a fucking child, for one, you dumb shit. How would you back the fuck off of my little kid, fucking swag?
This guy had been held back.
You fucking go play with your balls, you old bitch.
Well, this guy was in our grade, but he looked like he held back like 3 grade levels. So immediately just kind of turned me off. I was like, you know what, maybe I don't like football that much. And then I had my basketball.
You let someone steal your joy.
I didn't really care that much. I was on the fringes anyway.
If you did not care that much, it wouldn't have bothered you.
It definitely bothered me, but not enough to like... It more so went, I'm going to care more about basketball. And then I had a basketball coach that cursed me out all the time. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to watch basketball.
Why did he curse you out all the time? What the hell were you doing?
He was 80 years old, and he was grumpy, and he was teaching a bunch of teenagers who, we were terrible. Like, we were awful.
So he cussed you out specifically, or?
Cussed out probably the whole team. He would like be
and
just
you took that as a personal offense?
Yeah, it kind of did.
Man, it's sports. You gotta have a thick skin.
Yeah, that's
or so I've been told. I don't
I also
don't
stopped playing sports because I had glasses and I never wanted them to get broken. So I feel like
legitimate concern,
and I couldn't see otherwise. So I always just ended up not playing. And I also never liked the idea of being hurt or getting a broken bone. I always had that in the back of my head, going, you know what?
My parents are gonna have to pay for this if I fuck up.
Yeah, that's exactly where my thought.
Oh no!
I was like,
shit.
I'm gonna avoid this. I'm gonna not play sports.
You're not gonna be a sportster?
Not gonna be a sportster. I'm fine with watching it, but that's about it.
Or even just listening to it.
Yeah, watching and listening.
Well, that's more than me, because I don't really care for any sports.
Yeah.
It's a thing that people enjoy, cool, but
yeah,
not for me. They're like, Chris, you just haven't tried sports. Okay, you say that.
Well, it's the same thing with me and beer. I've tried beer, and I just don't like beer.
I want that strawberry. Eat me, Oshiro!
I mean, people have their likes and dislikes.
Yeah, how dare they?
I always find it funny when people say like, oh, you haven't tried it. It's like, there's a good chance they probably have. They've just decided I like other things more.
I don't know what to do to get up there.
You have to dash up.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's the only thing you have to dash up and fall.
Don't hit me!
Can you bounce on his head?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. That's exactly how you do it. That is 100% how you do Ito. Hooah! I just gotta, like, time it right. Oshiro, please. Wow! Wow! We'll get him. We'll get him together. It'll be fucking great. Watch this. Oh, okay. Too small.
On his head.
You can jump on his head. You absolutely can. It's just timing it is like funny, because it changes the time. It slows down time as soon as he dashes. So when you're trying to like gauge things based off of the time that you're currently in, there you go.
I did it.
You did it, Sam. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whee! That's how you got to go about it. Ta-da!
We did it.
We did it together.
That's all.
That was the only one, yeah. And then these last two, that was it. No, Oshiro, please
probably save the cherry now. I don't even know if you have to finish the level.
I don't think there's much level left. I think it's just a little bit. Oh, I thought I jumped on his head. That was a goose. That was a gander. Speaking of, have you seen the new Marvel movie yet?
Nah, I'll probably see it on my spring break, which comes up in about a week.
It's worth seeing.
Yeah, no,
continuity and stuff
I'm not
like that.
opposed to seeing it. This is the first time.
Fuck!
Tomorrow will be the first free day I have, and then after that, I have more work to do after that.
That sucks.
Which is good because I'm getting paid, but it's just I haven't had any free time to like go see a movie. It's like I literally wake up, go to work, come back home, go to work, go to sleep, go to work. The only time I've had to play any video games or take any time for any of that was 15 minutes playing Dragon Ball Fighters, and then whatever we.
You're still playing that?
No, I just picked it up for like a brief 20 minutes because I was watching a bunch of fighting game stuff. I really want to be good at that game. And then every time I'm playing a fighting game or playing a video game lately, I feel guilty for not working on art because I have so much art I gotta get done, and that's kind of what I want to do. That I'm like, I'm never gonna be great at this game. There's really not much of a point. I should really be spending this time working on illustration, which is also something I want to do.
Goddamn.
But that more comes down to I've had no free time. So any free time I've had, it's like I kind of want to dedicate it to the art I need to do.
God damn it, I did it again. It makes sense, man. Trying to find time for your passions and everything.
Yeah, I'd love to get better at fighting games, and I'd love to watch more basketball, but I don't have cable, so I can't turn on a basketball game most of the time anyways.
Why don't you get those, God damn it!
It's too much money for something I'm not going to use that often. If I already had cable, I might, but it's just one of those things like I have Funimation. I hardly ever use it, but I never get rid of it because what about the one time I want to use it? Hell, I don't even really need Amazon Prime. I barely buy anything off Amazon, but I still like having it, and here I am paying $15 a month. I should probably cancel it.
Is it really $15 a month?
Yeah, Prime went up to like 15 a while ago.
Wow.
But I don't order that much, so part of me is like, maybe I don't need it. but it's nice to have
I
it.
definitely need it.
You and Jen use it a lot.
I'm a consumer. I'm a good government boy. They
But
love me.
I don't buy that much stuff, but then when I do, I like having the 2-day free shipping, and I like using Amazon for its streaming services every now and then. Mm-hmm. One thing I was happy about is Spotify has Hulu now just built into it. I already pay for my Spotify, so apparently now I get free Hulu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
They made some kind of deal. I didn't believe it
So
when
if I have
first saw it.
Hulu, do I have Spotify?
I think so.
Because we have
think-
Hulu, but I've
think
never
it
wanted to
works-
pay for Spotify.
I think it works both ways now. I don't know. I haven't tried it out. I just know that I have access to it.
I'm gonna have to look into that. 22 out of 25 ain't bad,
Not too shabby.
especially because we saw a couple of them. And we're like, wow, do you even get there?
I guess there's 4 Crystal Hearts in total, or is there?
There's like 8 or
8?
something like
So
that.
there's one per
Figured we just
level.
make our way back up and then go to the core.
Right.
Because the core takes everything that you've learned on the entire way up. I think the core is like mid-range endgame, and then I think B-sides are endgame, and then C-sides and D-sides. Yeah, I get it, guys.
Well, core
But I
is
think in the
definitely the
correct order,
epilogue.
I think the core is like the, yeah, like that extra little bit at the end. Anyhow, we will see you guys next time. Beep, bop, boop.
We're getting through these levels a lot quicker too.
Yeah. Well, it's also we're not focusing on every strawberry, just the ones we missed.
Right.
And we have all of our core concepts too.
It looks like the B-side's right at the beginning of that one too. At the very
Yeah. We'll have to look for it before the first strawberry. That helps out.
Yeah, that does.